down at a moment's notice. We never knew what was going to happen. And even when they said, hey, put down your choices, it was a shot in the dark. That's why they call it a wish list, is because you're just wishing for things to happen. It was never based on what we could accomplish and our true, our merits and our work. It was based on the needs of the business, the Air Force. And so I stopped dreaming. I stopped believing that I was allowed to have dreams. It was just, where are we going to go? How am I going to fit in? How am I going to get the kids involved? And boom, boom, boom. My kids are 14 and 11. Now, not then, obviously. And so, they grow. And so, that idea of a dream was never something that I'd allowed myself to have. And he came home from Afghanistan and said, change of plans. We're not moving. But I gave up my job. I was teaching as a music teacher because I'm a singer and I play multiple instruments. If you didn't know that about me, fun fact. And he goes, go work at Starbucks. You're going to drive us crazy because you can't not be busy. And I was like, Starbucks? Well, that's lame. And on my newsfeed, social media, Facebook, a friend was at Summit talking about transformations, talking about how she was so sad to be away from her boys, but how she felt like this was her purpose. How she felt like I was supposed to be here, experiencing this right now. And I went, where are you? What are you doing? I have to be there. And that was what did it for me. I left Summit with a fire in my belly after seeing the transformations on stage. Who loses 247 pounds and changes their life? I sat in seminars where Tracy Morrow laser beamed right to me, talking about how family and faith could be a part of a fitness business. What? Doug Fitzgerald was her partner. They had a quilt. It was the cutest thing ever. I was like, is this real? And every speaker was pointed directly at me. I just felt like God had ordained that time for me to be there. And yes, I did sleep on someone's couch. And that's a true story. Working live, all these things just together built an incredible opportunity. I left Summit, Emerald in 5 days, while driving across the desert to take my kids to camp because nothing was going to stop me. And I never looked back. Now, why do I tell you all this? I need to tell you my story for you to understand that I came from zero belief, zero dreams, to the person I am standing here today in the dark, which is really cool, by the way. Because I can see any of y'all. Same is a lot easier. I came across a video I did 2.5 years ago. It was the first one I ever did. I didn't know how to upload to YouTube, and it's pretty dang obvious. And the shell of a person that I see there, yes, she was just starting out. Yes, it's me. But gosh, she was quiet. She was timid. She didn't quite understand what she had in her hands. Hi, my name's Lauren. This is my story. And now I'm like, what's up, you guys? I'm so excited to share with you. Because that's the journey I've been on. And so it's so cool to be able to access that and to see the progress that's taken place personally. Because this person has dreams. This person has goals. This person has a future that isn't out of reach. I can see it. I know I'm going to reach it. And every day is such a blessing. So what did I want to share with you? Someone asked me a really scary question the other day. And it kind of rocked me. And she said, I want you to think about this while you're in Cancun. I'm still peeling, by the way. And, but my stomach's better now. I drank the water in the airport. Who does that?
Why?
I don't know. Is that Cody? I don't know.
No.
Anyway, I was taking some Advil, and I was like, oh, I'll just scoop some water. And it's like one of those defining moments where you look up and you see the notice on the mirror that says, not suitable for drinking. And you're like, let's just say I'm finally back to normal. Sorry, that was oversharing. She asked me this question, and I was sitting in a parking lot, gonna go run errands for my kids, one of those calls where you're like, I can fit it in. And she said, what do you want? It's another one of those, what's your dream from Pretty Woman? Kind of the same. What do you want? What is it you want to do with your life? It's a heavy question, right? What do you want? The word kind of, to me, want, is a little selfish. Because I want what God wants. And that has been my journey. And whether you agree with me or not, I get the stage. He has grown me in so many ways. I cannot even begin to tell you. He used a company about fitness to bring growth, acceptance, strength in this person. And what's really cool is when I got over my insecurities and when I allowed myself to really feel and really reach out and really get raw and kind of ugly sometimes, because I was letting people see that not so pretty stuff about me, my past. That's when he allowed so many doors to open. And it took me about 6 months. Yes, I grew quickly, but why? What was driving me? Rank. I am a pusher. You give me a goal, and I am hell-bent on making that happen. And I will hit it before anybody else does just because I'm that darn stubborn. And so I hit diamond. But what did it mean? For me, it meant I got a trip to Disney. Woo! But more than that, I had to really be broken. And what happened after that was I was able to get raw with myself because I realized I had built so many walls to protect myself from rejection, to protect myself from really feeling. Because let's just be honest. When your husband's gone for 9 months of the year and everything is on you and you don't know where he is, you gotta stop feeling. I got really good at it. And I'm still pretty good at it. My husband is a Black Ops pilot in the Air Force. He's badass. And I hope this isn't recorded. That's the extent of my cussing. But he is, and I'm super proud of him because he's living his dreams, and he is supportive of me because I'm living mine. But you have to flip that switch. That's my reality. It's what I've always known. And people say, you're so strong and you're so whatever. No, it's just how I have to deal. So I had applied that to my life. Even when he was home, it was hard. I had built those walls because I didn't want anyone to hurt me. And I also didn't want anyone to see that ugliness. I grew up the fat kid. I was the fat kid. And I was excluded, I was mocked, I was made fun of, everything you could possibly imagine. People don't believe me, and I have pictures to prove it. I'm asthmatic, and so I was raised with steroids. This is all natural. And it just took a lot of time, but when I was 15, I decided I'm done with that. I'm changing the way I eat, I'm changing me, I became anorexic. So I seem to do things on one end or the other and not so much in the middle. And I can honestly say that this opportunity that was completely a godsend has allowed me to have balance, allowed me to share my story that you can use your past to really bless your present. And the minute I opened up those ugly parts of me, that anorexia, what an ugly word, but such an honest and open and raw word, I was able to connect with people. I was able to get real. I was able to cry. I was able to let it out and really impact lives. And it hasn't stopped. I still have people coming to me today who say, gosh, could you help me? Can you help my daughter? Can you help me get over that? Because I don't have any balance. Yes, I can. And not because I want to sell a program to you, but because I get it. because I understand where you've been, but gosh, I know where you can go. I know what's possible. So, to share a little bit more of my story and of this business, I truly believe that we're all given a purpose. We're all put on this earth for something completely amazing. Whether we believe it or not, we are. And each one of you in this room is here because you believe in something bigger. And you're here tonight to hear from each one of these incredible speakers, and I'm just so blessed to be a part of this. Today was not easy to get here. It was like my flight was delayed. I sat on the runway for a while. We were just push, and then what? Well, the heavens opened up and like Armageddon's happening. What's going on? Dang, this event is happening. And you're going to hear from these people. You might not see the video, but I know Michael Neiman has a Shakeology suit. So, it might be it's not a surprise anymore. Sorry, Michael. But what I really wanted to share with you guys, and what has been said so eloquently by each person who's come up here, is we each have a story. We each have a purpose. We all go through some really hard times. And what might seem hard to you doesn't seem hard to the next person. My hard might be something incomprehensible to you. But, golly, what a gift we have. If you want my stats, if you want to know what's happened, I had no idea what I was doing with this business because I was just all push and passion and had no clue what was really possible. My family was in debt. If you've ever lived in California, dang, they like to tax the heck out of you. But they also have the highest gas prices, and everything just seems really expensive. And that's where we were. We were in debt. We were fighting. We were unhappy as a family. And this opportunity came at a time when we needed it so desperately, even though we didn't understand we needed it. And I can honestly say, with such excitement, that because of Beachbody, I could look at my husband in the face, like Lauren, we have the same name, and say, I got this. If we want to buy a house in this neighborhood so that we can grow our family and give them every opportunity, I've got this. And to look at his face and realize he gets it. His wife is doing something that she's not only passionate about, it's changing lives, but it's really impacting our family in so many ways. And that gives me such joy, such pride, not in a bad way, as a mother, to be able to help my family. And goodness, so many people ask me, are you bringing your husband home? Well, he's an officer who's kind of signed away his life. So if we quit, we go AWOL, and then it's a bad thing. So I can't really retire him, but I can offer him opportunities which he might not have had. So he's actually exploring other options that could keep him home a little bit more. And that, the waterworks begin. Because we've never had that. That whole dreams thing, that whole, your life is issued to you, was our reality. Now he can say no. Because my wife's kind of awesome. He doesn't really say that, but I just say that in my mind. and goodness, all it is having a conversation with someone and taking the time to maybe take a text and get to know them and develop a relationship, to listen to someone's story and to really put the effort in to hear them and to develop a relationship. My team is a family that I didn't have because we moved every 2 to 3 years. How do you develop relationships that are really lasting? But I have a family that lives all over the United States and Canada, and they mean more to me than anything. And when we come together in Cancun, it's like a family reunion without the weird uncle and aunt. Or maybe you have those too. But it's something I never could have ever imagined. And gosh, I'm a little speechless, which is shocking. But I just wanted to take a moment, or 20, I don't know how long it's been, and ask you what you want. Because honestly, the sky is the limit. There is no ceiling. There is no, well, I'll get there and stop. You can honestly go as high as you want. And you can be that spark, a little bitty spark that sets this room, this city, this country afire. And I know you're mad. Whoa, she's crazy. No, I totally believe that. I believe. You hear it? Believe. I had no belief before in what I was capable of or what was possible in anything. And here I believe, and I believe with such conviction in each one of my coaches, because why wouldn't I? Because I don't know their story. I don't know what God has planned for them. I just know without a shadow of a doubt what I've been able to accomplish, what others, because gosh, you guys inspire me so much. And each of us has a journey and a path. And I just want to gosh, drive it home tonight. Your path is yours. Stop looking around. Stop comparing. Stop thinking, as Mindy said, they've got it all together and get caught in the news feed and I'm not doing this right. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And the people who are supposed to come to you are going to come to you because you're you. Not because you're trying to be somebody else, because I tried to do it. I tried to fit into somebody else's mold of what was success. Didn't work. That minute that I got raw, that I told my story, opened up the floodgates to allow me to have that relationship and to have that feeling and to really, really embrace what God has me here for. And so every day, I wake up excited. You can say that about their job, right? I was a graphic artist before. Whoop-de-doo. I sit in a cubicle with a computer and paint and draw. That wasn't exciting. I get to get messages every day. Can you believe I'm fitting into these pants? I had to cut a new hole in my belt. I have so much energy right now. And the best ever is when you get to impact someone dearly close to you. And I'll end with this. This is a funny story. My dad is 69 years old. He's about to retire for the second time. I was there at Christmas and he said, I'm ready to do your Shakeology thing. He said, hey Dad, I don't like to push. I don't like to share. I want people to come to me. I'd rather live and be that example and that consistency. I'm ready to do your Shakeology thing. I want you to help me. Okay, Dad. I think you should start out with P90. It's a great basic program. I'll help you with the modifications. So we ordered it, and I was there when it came, and we walked through it, took video, posted it. Is this okay, Dad? Is it okay that I post it? Because he's really weird about social media and people like stealing his identity, weirdo. And I'm like, woo! Stop tagging me, Lauren. And so he will periodically text me, hey, Coach. I'm like, Dad, I did my workout, but I have to modify the modifier. I was like, I don't care as long as you are doing it. And I'm drinking your Shakeology. Okay, Dad, thanks. I'm really proud of you. You tell Tony Horton that I'm doing it.
Okay.
I got back, so I'll get right on that. Here's the coolest thing. You ready? I did. I posted a picture. I tagged Tony. And he responded. And he was like, you tell your dad, way to go. And I was like, Dad, check it out. That's what I love about this company. We are all real people. You know, they're not too big for their britches. And they really care about one another. Gets better. Promise, there's an end to this. So in Cancun last week, at the elite reception on the beach, sitting there having, I don't even remember what we're eating, who cares? Tony Sawyer Horton, because that's his name on Facebook, and I just speak like I'm on Facebook, came over to me and said, how's your dad?
Oh.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me right now, Tony Horton? He said, I really wanted to make sure I found you tonight. Because your dad's story is why we do this. Here's the coolest. Well, that's kind of cool, but My dad, my sweet daddy, has had rosacea for years. It's painful, it's bumpy, it's itchy, it's red, it's irritated, and he has such sensitive skin, and it's bothered him. And while he might not say it, I know it bothers him to be out in public when his face looks like that. It's gone. It's gone. 1 month of Shakeology.
Wow.
That's it. That's the only thing that stubborn old man changed. Was Shakeology. It's like crap. And I posted and tagged Tony again, and that's what he came to talk to me about. He made a video for my dad, and I tagged my daddy. I was like, check it out. He thinks we're best friends. That is why we do what we do. For every one life that we get to change, for every success story, for every single moment we get to celebrate someone else's transformation, it just makes me want to do more. The income's great, but honestly, it's not the best part. And so, again, what do you get? It's a question I want to leave you with because it's one I'm constantly pondering. I want to make a difference. I want